welcome to an all new Melanie's Muses, where I muse about things in the entertainment world that are entertaining to me, and sometimes a few weird and random other videos too, but hopefully whatever I'm musing about, you guys stay along for the ride. Today I'm back with another Forgotten Feature Friday, which is a new segment for 2021, where I talk about movies that I feel have sometimes got lost in the mix. Some are movies that flopped at the cinema that went on to become cult classics, some never made it to the movie theatre, they were just TV movies, and some were requested by you guys. Whatever I'm talking about though, one thing you can guarantee is the movie I'm discussing is one that I love. If you've missed any of my previous Forgotten Feature Fridays, you can check them out in the playlist up there. Pretty sure there will be a movie for everyone somewhere in that collection. But for now, let's get to today's choice. Today's choice is one of those movies that muses that have been with me for a while will have heard me talk about on the show. And yes, technically it's not actually a movie. It was a two-part miniseries, but totally to me counts as a movie. And it was originally an English production, but we found it on Acorn TV, and it's now streaming on Amazon Prime, and that is Going Postal. Although Going Postal is technically the third in this little series of Discworld movies that made it to the small screen, this movie stands completely on its own. Airing in 2010, it was actually the 33rd book in the Discworld collection, which, I mean, it's a massive collection of books that they decided to adapt. Prior to that, we had The Hogfather and The Colour of Magic, which are definitely more linked together as movie themes go. We watched this one first and we love this one, and to be honest, the other two didn't quite live up to this one for us. For those of you unfamiliar with Terry Pratchett's work, he was an author that wrote fabulous fantasy novels, probably best known in the US for teaming up with author Neil Gaiman to do the Good Omens series. Good Omens, which is also streaming on Amazon Prime, and if you haven't seen that, highly recommend that too, but that's not a movie, so back to the movie and Going Postal. Terry Pratchett has this fantastical imagination, and unlike a lot of the movies I do on Forgotten Features, this one is totally suitable for children. Maybe not really young children, I think it comes in at a TV-14 rating. Honestly, this was a rating from 2010. I'm pretty sure the rating criteria has dropped a lot since then. The basic story of the movie is also a little strange, and takes a little bit to get going, but stick with it. You have a petty criminal who gets sentenced to death, but he gets a choice: die, or go and run the post office. Now, I know what you're thinking, go and run the post office. What kind of an option is that? But when you see what this post office is like, it is insane. And definitely not what anyone would expect to be signing up for. Although it's set in a big fantasy type world, you can see the overtones of big city versus small country living life coming through quite easily. And honestly, I was really surprised to see some of the big names that popped up in this. For Richard Coyle, who plays the lead, yep, you would definitely recognise him. To Claire Foy, who everybody probably knows at this point from The Crown on Netflix. I'm actually channeling my inner adorer, which is Claire Foy's character in Going Postal, for today's Forgotten Feature, because, I mean, seriously, how awesome is this look? Another very famous face you'll see lurking around is Charles Dance. Charles Dance has massive fame in England, but he is definitely well known in the US as well. He was on Game of Thrones, remember the Lannister father? Yep, that was Charles Dance. Also been in so many adaptations of things, I can't even begin to list them off. Personally, I have a very soft spot for Charles Dance movies. He reminds me a little bit of my dad, so yeah, you should definitely check it out for him. Oh, and David Suchet. No, David Suchet? Maybe not if you just hear the name, but anyone familiar with the older Poirot series? Yeah, cute little Belgian who goes around solving crimes? That was David Suchet. I didn't know for the longest time that he is actually English and speaks with an English accent. He's so good in that. He's really good in this too, so that's another reason to check this out. Can't let this go by without giving a mention to the golems. The golems in this movie are definitely Greg's favourite part. He absolutely fell in love with the golems. He would like to have a golem. And I highly recommend when you're watching, you pay attention to what they say. Some of the lines are given as like throwaways, but they're really funny and you sort of do a double take and it's like, oh my god, that's great. Golems are definitely awesome and definitely brought the most fun for Greg to this movie. There is a story that runs underneath it of the post office going up against the new telegraph type machine that doesn't need to actually have letters delivered. Obviously a little nod to how science and technology has changed when it comes to things like that. I mean, back in the day, everyone used to want to get a letter. And now, pretty much the only thing that comes in the mail, other than Amazon packages, are bills and junk. Not as much fun at all. Maybe we should all go back to writing letters. I just got a wax stamp seal kit. Maybe I'll start writing some more letters. What do you think, guys? Okay, right, I'm getting really off track, which is very easy for me. Those of you that know me know it happens all the time. But I'm going to wrap this up and say, check out the trailer that I'm going to post in the description for the video. And it's streaming free right now on Amazon Prime. So you can head on over and check that out and then come back and tell me what you think if you haven't watched it. I'm betting some of the Muses checked it out from when we were talking about it on the show last year or maybe the year before. I forget. My brain's not what it used to be. And it didn't used to be that great. But with that, I'm going to say a huge thank you to watching. If you enjoyed this video, please do all the fun YouTube things, like, comment, and subscribe. Especially comment. Let me know if you've seen the movie. Let me know if you're going to check out the movie. Let me know what movies you'd like to see me cover next. I promise I read each and every one, and they do get added to a list. And you never know when one of yours will pop up. You think I look like a fun person to hang out with? I mean, I'm not always dressed like this, but I'm usually wearing something pretty interesting. You should join me and my husband Greg every Sunday at noon Eastern Time over on my Facebook page. We have giveaways, we talk TV, we talk books, we talk movies, all sorts of shenanigans going on. There's usually games being played. We have our regular muses that join us in the comments, and we love to see them every week, and they love to meet new people too, so head on over there. Melanie's Muses on Facebook, noon Eastern Time on Sunday. Also check out my website, melaniesmuses.com, for even more Muses stuff going on. You never know what's going to go up there, from features, guest features, music articles, guest articles, all the articles, more giveaways. And you know what? New stuff is being added pretty much every single day. So if you don't see something you like now, keep checking back, because who knows what's going up next. Finally, click that notification bell so you never miss when I have my next video going up. I think you can count on 2021 are Forgotten Feature Fridays, like this, Mail Call Mondays, and Zoom interviews on Wednesday when I have them available. Other videos as I think of them as they pop into my head or by request. Something you want to see me talk about? Let me know. Always happy to oblige if I can. And with that, I'm going to sign off with Muser Amanda Horton's favourite phrase, Muser life is the best life. Who am I to argue? See you next time. Bye.